Hi everyone, welcome to another episode by Poor Man Gamer. Today we are gonna go through how to defend or how to defeat double harvester tech lab heavy decks. Quite a few of you guys have asked me, what do I do when the enemy rolls out the Wolverine Zone Troop Titan combination? They hold a tile, they seem to be so strong. I'm sending the counter, which is the shockwaves and the tanks, and I can't seem to break through. So I'm gonna show you guys 3 matches, right, on the techniques that I use to defend them. This is my deck breakdown: Shockwave, Jump Jet Troops, Rhinos, Pitbulls, a Predator Tank, and an MLRS. Everything that every player is going to have access to. None of them are leveled up beyond level 8, and even then they just got there, whereas these guys are all maxed out at their levels. First opponent, all maxed out levels 8s and 9s. Let's get underway, and hopefully I can show you guys useful tips and techniques as opposed to just a video of you know, some guy playing. So there's me on the right, there's him on the left. I open with the harvester. Nothing special right now, so I'll speed it up just a little bit. So down comes the Rhino, right, because I do see his missile squad. So obviously you wanna, I'm typically a one harvester player. I'm learning how to use the double harvester because it really can be useful. I roll down my Rhinos. They're on the bottom. And so far, I don't see that the missile's being charged. So I keep my Rhino there and keep it charged. He's stalling it out, right? I'm just waiting for reinforcements. So there it is. I'm engaging him. Level 9 missiles versus level 8 Rhinos, right? So check this out. I rolled out a Predator tank on the top. A lot of you guys wonder, oh, Predator tanks are so slow, how to use those things, right? I can't find a good use for them. They're one of the most powerful units you could use in this game. They're fantastic units. I saw 2 missile squads, so what did I do? Back off, right? Retreat strategically. So now that I see his missile squad down there to engage me in the middle, I know he doesn't have much left up at the top to defend his harvesters. Out comes his Wolverine, so I know he's got a heavy tech lab deck. I just go ahead and take out his missile squad so I can protect my tank. I focus on one at a time. I use that stacking method, right, to protect my, do you see that? I use the stacking method, move my Predator tank across so my infantry takes on the damage. I roll out my Lieutenant Strongarm there and an MLRS. His Wolverine should have just engaged me, he didn't. And now it's time for strategic retreat. So as you can see, tech-heavy decks, they need a lot of economy. They'll usually roll a double harvester. I pressure them. That's what I do, right? And so I build another Predator tank there, and I'm trying to win this missile. I retreat my Predator tank. I'm going 2-on-1, and while I'm doing that, I roll up my MLRS and I move it up 1 tile so I can control the middle. I know I'm going to lose that Predator tank. That's okay. I know he's got a lot of infantry, which is why I'm rolling up my Shockwave. I move my Predator tank there to tile block him, and I win this first missile. So take a look at what I do here. Okay, let's pause for a second. Analyze the situation. So far, we have seen just Wolverines and missile squads, and he's just throwing everything he has at me to try to win this match. That tells me that I pressured enough of his economy. He can't roll out something really strong yet. I roll out my Shockwave to the top, right, to try to clear out some of those missile squads, and oh, I didn't know he had a Titan at the time. Now I do. That's okay. I'm going to open with Lieutenant Strongarm to hopefully distract him, see if he's paying attention. My MLRS is able to do some damage on it, and I quickly roll out a Predator tank, right? And I still want to keep pressuring him. So I take out his Titan. He takes out my MLRS, not a big deal. I send a Jump Jet squad on the top, and I'm trying to pressure him once more. I leave my Shockwave there because he should have went after my Jump Jet troops, but instead he went after my Shockwaves to distract him. Because of that mistake, he's going to lose another harvester. That's the 3rd harvester now that he's lost, and I'm up 300 Tiberium. So there it is. The Wolverine Zone Troop combination that a lot of you guys say, how do I defend against it? Well, I'm going to sometimes you just got to run away. I send one Jump Jet troop to attack it, the other to run away, so I can continually pressure his harvester, right? I don't remember, so I am able to take out his Wolverine. I roll a Shockwave troop on the bottom. I open my Lieutenant Strongarm to do more damage against his zone trooper. I'm still doing the best I can to pressure his harvester. And this entire time, I've tried my best to keep the missile going. He moves his zone trooper all the way across. I'm not sure why he did that. I guess he thinks he can kill my harvester. But I've got such an economy from sniping all of his units, it doesn't really matter now, right? The continuous pressure on his harvesters makes it very hard for him to build up a good economy. No, now out comes a sandstorm. I moved my predator tank there because I'm on all 3 tiles. I'm sick and tired of him stalling out this missile, right? Now I move my predator tank back, and I'm able to get that missile going. I have my jump jet troops there. I use the stacking technique once again, take out his sandstorm. I push my jump jet troop forward to form a wall, right? He is no longer able to break in, and I got this win. So this is one technique that you can use so that they don't even get to the Wolverines and zone troops. Just keep pressuring and use that predator tank. I know that was a lot of information to take down, so we're going to go through another match. Take a look here. All level 9s maxed out, me nowhere close, right? So he's got the unit advantage. It's also why I don't use a very, very tech lab heavy unit, or a tech lab heavy deck, because I find them cumbersome, but sometimes they can be very effective if used properly. Nothing special, roll out a harvester. I start with my war factory open, and I roll out a, guess what? Ta-da! So I immediately scout to the top, see what he's got. Nothing's rushing me. So far so good. I see a double harvester. That's a signal to my brain to feast. Take a look at here, guys. I immediately stop firing on the harvester, turn my attention to the missile squad, and try to weaken it. Why? My Pitbull is the one that's going to do the bulk of the damage. I move my Pitbull away, right? Because Pitbulls can fire on the move, don't forget that. So I move it away again, and look, haha, he has to chase me. Instead of chasing me, whoops, too late, and we're able to take out one of his harvesters. That's the same as opening up with a double harvester, in my opinion. Seeing that he's got 3 infantries on the map now, I roll a shockwave, I roll another shockwave, right? The reason for that second set of shockwave is because the missile's almost there, and I want to try my best to win this missile. Now I open with a jump jet troop. Okay, so let's pause for a second. Why did I use a jump jet troop and not a vehicle? 1 is faster, and 2, I know he's got 3 missile squads on the map and a harvester, which means that he probably doesn't have had an opportunity yet to roll out anti-infantry units. So I roll out a jump jet squad because it's the most effective on what's on the map. He rolls out a Wolverine. I don't really care at this stage if I lose my shockwaves because he's got so little health on his missile squads. 1 shot and they're dead. And look at this. We're able to steal a second harvester. So I let my jump jet squad I do as much damage as I can. I sacrifice my shockwaves because I don't need them anymore. I should have targeted his harvester. I don't know why he's attacking his base. And look, here's a Titan already. So I roll up my MLRS. I have lots of economy, and I push my jump jet troops forward. Right? I shouldn't have moved my MLRS there. That was my mistake. But fortunately, we're able to take it out. Right? Now he's got the shockwaves. What do I do with my jump jets? Oh, I know. How about run away? So I try to engage him on the bottom. I realized the Wolverine was there. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm going to have to lose my jump jets. So I engage him now. So take a look here. It looks like he's got a big advantage. And he kind of does, right? He's got the shockwave. He's got the Titan. So I move my shockwaves away from his shockwave troops, my jump jets. And I'm just trying to take out that Titan because he's got the most amount of health. I roll a shockwave. So take a look at here. I'm on 2 tiles. That shockwave will take care of him. I tile block him, right? I move it back just a little bit to take a little bit less fire and come back because I know the Wolverine's not that quick by the time he tries to come down. I'm moving my Predator tank along the way to tile block him. I get the missile. So, another example, right? How did I defend against the Wolverine Zone Trooper Titan combination? Just by applying lots of pressure and keeping him off keel, off balance. So, 3rd match here.
Establishing battlefield control.
We know this guy's really good because his name is Mick Commander. That's a very intimidating name. Mick Commander. I mean, my name is Fatball.
3, 2, 1.
And truth be told, he actually was a pretty good player. Right? So I'm not making fun of him. He was a good player. He gave me a lot of trouble. At least from my recollection. So I open with my Harvester. And this time I open with a Pitbull instead. Because and here's the logic. Every time I see someone with General Solomon, they tend to roll double harvesters. They tend not to build heavy units in the beginning, so I go ahead and immediately send in my Pipple to try to rush him, because a lot of these guys are trying to save money for a game later on. I see he's got a jump jet troop, so guys, here's how you effectively try to keep attacking them. Just keep moving your Pipple in a circle, essentially. So here's where my mistake was. I stopped paying attention for a sec. I should have microed my Pipple up. I didn't pay attention, and by the time I did pay attention, I lost my Pipple, right? So if you do keep moving it though, it is an effective strategy to win. So I know that he's got jump jet troops, that's why I roll up my shockwaves at the top. I don't know if you guys saw that there for a sec. I attack, so take a look at the middle. I attack his rifleman until it's got very little health, then I switch targets to the yellow one. Because riflemen, the weaker they are, their health, the less damage they do. So that was the reason why I did it that way. So that my one set of shockwave troops can take down 2 sets of riflemen. And as you can see, I'm still ignoring him until the very last second. I move my harvester away on the top, and I move my shockwave right in between to protect my harvester. Great way to defend your harvester, guys. Don't be afraid to move that harvester, right? Why are you letting it sit there and take damage? Don't be afraid to move it out of the way. Now on all 3 tiles, I wiped out all the infantry on the deck, on the map. So I know, so I'm in pretty good shape. I moved my harvester once again to try to defend it. At this stage, I mean, it's got so little health, it would be very, very hard to defend. I don't remember if I'm able to defend it well or not, but as you can see, I microed it once again, moved my harvester to protect it. Now I go ahead and start pressuring him, right? It's my turn, finally, to finish off his harvesters. I roll up my Predator tank on the bottom. I'm not even too concerned about his jump jet troops, so pause here. Why didn't I move my Predator tank? Because I want his jump jet squad to stay where he is so my shockwave can come down and pound him. Right? So now I take out another set of jump jet troops and my Predator tank goes down. My harvester goes down, but I've got not overly concerned at this stage because I have somewhat of an economy. And I got that first missile. There's less pressure on me now. So here comes a Titan. I'm still continually to pressure his harvester. So here's the logic behind it. I kept this missile count going the whole time, and I'm pressuring his harvester to draw his Titan away from the middle of the map because they're so slow, right? I use my Predator tank to engage his Wolverine. I take out his shockwave troops, right? I know what he wants to do. He's trying to go on all 3 missiles. So I jump on all 3 missiles too. I take out his jump jet squads, right? 2-on-1. Game's over. So this is how I play against guys with tech lab heavy units. I defend my own harvester, I try to pressure their harvester, and I try my best to play the matchups. So hopefully, and really the key is to keep that missile going and make sure it's always in. It doesn't matter whose favor it's in, as long as you win it at the very end. So I hope that helps you guys out. If you guys are looking to join our clan, Poor Man Gamer, look us up. Right now we have a grand total of 12 players already, so please feel free to join. You can share your replays, donate, and we hope that is going to be a great community. So guys, thank you for watching, and as always, have a wonderful day. Take care.